me, and he goes, this is the hardest part of every episode.
That's because you're old and you're still using a hard drive with spinning parts.
Oh, you motherfucker! It is. It was like, you didn't record anything.
Wow! Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Clean out the bugs in me really easily.
Oh god! Person wins, right? And you use a fucking mallet.
You'll know.
Use a mallet.
You'll know it
right?
when you explain to me.
It's just like, go with the rats. Go with the rats. It's like. Minds. I'm your host, Foxy Ventures, and I'm here with my friend Brambles and Polaris. So these two are TikTok comedians, I would say. They, I believe they all. Yeah. I would say that. I mean, you guys also do stand up, do you not?
Technically, we do actually.
We do improv.
Dude, improv is the best.
I guess.
Does that count?
Yes, absolutely.
That's how we improv.
I know.
That is how we met. That is very true.
It is. God, you remember that? You remember that skit that we did about gays or furries or Bud Light that makes you gay?
Fun. We had a good
Bud Light beers.
time with that.
That was awesome.
Oh, the good time.
And the worst part about the whole day was whenever we sat down for Fun with Friends on Beans, my mic was turned off, so I couldn't record anything.
Your audio.
Oh my god.
I literally only had
Rest
Ural's.
in peace, that recording.
I know. I only had Ural's side of the conversation, so it's like y'all are just talking to a wall.
All right, wait. Okay, hold up. Your audio is on now, right?
It is. It's working now. I promise. I just did a bunch
how
of
many times
tests.
this happened? Where we
just have
record
to
with
make
people
sure.
and they tell us like the next day, oh, we didn't record audio. Like,
Oh
this
my
happens
God.
all the time.
Yeah, it's happened multiple times.
Okay, so whenever I had the Nice Wolf on Beans, that first skit that we did, we recorded everything. I mean, sitting there. By the way, it's really hard to get that fucking stick to hit your hand because you always go through it and you're like, so I'm like placing it on my desk and going like that to try and make it even.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And whenever I'm doing that, dude, whenever I'm doing it, the Nice Wolf's just standing there and he's laughing at me and he goes, this is the hardest part of every episode. It's like,
yeah, he's getting it right.
He's like, this is the hardest part. And
Sit down and be quiet.
Yeah, exactly. So I actually sat down, or we did the whole thing, and that freaking stick thing. We did the whole skit. We went through everything, including the intro, and then I looked on there. I was like,
oh
shit.
No. Muted.
You ready to record? It was like, you didn't record anything? I was like, no.
Practice run, I swear.
I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry.
I think that happens more with you than it does with me. I feel like sometimes
I know.
But there's a reason for that. It's because we have a very different recording style. When I record videos, I just click the start recording button and go for the entirety of the shoot. Even if it takes like 40 minutes, an hour, it's just whatever.
That's what I do.
But then I think it's better. But he always stops recording and starts recording the next one, which means that he always forgets to start recording.
I don't want to put a new SSD in my computer, and I don't want to delete videos. So what do? You compromise.
Get a big hard drive.
If you record the whole thing, I'm just saying.
Get a 16 terabyte hard drive.
Or cope with your 1 terabyte.
I have a 16 terabyte hard drive. It's all for my music stuff.
Yeah, that's because you're old and you're still using a hard drive with spinning parts.
Oh, you motherfucker! I've got 2 solid-state drives. Fuck you.
The size of the SSD is not what matters here. All right, I'm just saying.
No, I think it's a huge debate actually.
Oh, that's probably why you got him, because you didn't care.
Terabytes. Wow! Oh my god! Hey, what do you say to that? Oh my goodness.
He's happy for your
It's okay.
hard drive.
I'm happy with your hard drive.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Right, I'm glad.
It feels all the parts in my computer, my hardware. Where's the metaphor with this? Am I supposed to say it feels all the holes in my hardware? I don't I don't know where we're going with
Oh my
this,
god.
you know?
Oh my
You
god.
clean out the bugs in me really easily.
Oh god. Oh god. No.
All right. Okay. Let's not give him something to edit out. All right.
No. I don't edit any of this out. I don't edit any of this out. I don't care. It's fine.
Oh no.
Oh, man, you should. Man, whenever.
It's all on camera.
So by the time this
We're just
episode comes
raw dogging
out,
this podcast.
Shadow's episode.
No, stop talking.
That's fine. It's fine. So when Shadow was on here, I was like, oh, he's angry. He's angry. And I don't care. They can talk about whatever. Oh, and yeah, it was an interesting episode, and hopefully by the time this comes out, you'll see
conspiracy.
Oh, it was great time.
The bamboo conspiracy.
No.
Did you talk about that?
That'll be another episode.
What? You didn't talk about that.
That'll be another episode.
Okay, wow.
Oh, okay.
And
he joined us and then ranted about it for like 15 minutes. He was like, conspiracy.
That's all he talked about for 15 minutes and then left. He said, okay, bye. And like left. Didn't even wait for us to say bye.
Didn't invite
said,
us.
okay, bye.
That sounds like a normal thing he would do.
Only thing he talked about. He was so
Oh my god. Yeah, God, whenever he gets fixed on a topic, man, he just has to hit it. Man.
Oh, we know. We know.
Oh god. And one thing. So I don't remember if I recorded it or not. That last part with the nice wolf. So whenever I start an episode for Beans and whenever we do the skit, right? I always put my hand out and I go, "Welcome to Beans," right? And with whoever my guest is. The nice wolf, me and him are standing there like this. I go, all right, we should do this. Welcome to Beans. And he goes,
oh yeah.
He goes, no, I don't think I should do that. And I was like, why? And he goes, so I don't think a German guy should put his arms out like this to say welcome. I don't think it would be very welcoming. I was like, oh. Yeah, you're probably
was
right.
Like so conscious of that.
Oh god, it was humorous. It made my day. Yeah, I will tell you, he is a wholesome, wholesome bean. Yeah, he is a wholesome bean, man.
Very. That's another person that I want to meet and like vibe with. I don't think I've ever I think we've talked in DMs before, but I want to I don't know, kind of get in with the scene of TikTokers and stuff.
I think I saw him yesterday, and I saw he was online, and I joined him. I go, "Isn't it past your bedtime?" And he goes, "Yeah, I should have gone to bed about 30 minutes ago, but people keep joining me." I was like, I was like,
so relatable.
Okay.
Oh my God.
It's like, well, I guess I should probably leave then. But
I feel like for me personally, I would get if I'm ever hanging out with people, I always get tired. I'm tired at one point, and then when people join, I just get untired. I don't know what it is, but
yeah, it's like a motivation thing.
Even getting off of VR. I feel like when I'm on VR, I'm so exhausted. I'm like, head back, dead. And then the instant I get off of VR, I'm like, no, I want to play a couple more games. And I have an instant 30-minute burst of energy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I fall asleep in VR not on purpose often.
Often?
Especially back in the day when, maybe not often, but we would watch movies and stuff, and he would look over at me and be like, babe, and I'm not there.
And then you were asleep. No.
Yeah.
So
this
he falls asleep a lot easier than I do. I have to take melatonin.
Oh, dude, melatonin's the best stuff. Oh, I love that stuff. If there's a night where I'm I'm kind of wired, I'll take that and then kind of play around on my phone. And
exactly,
dude, I'll wake up and my phone's on my face. I'm just like, oh,
yes. Oh my god, I've done that before.
You don't even remember falling asleep. And it's honestly some of the best feelings ever is that feeling of I'm tired, right? Where your eyes start getting heavy and you're just like, if I close my eyes, I'm gonna rack out. It's gonna happen. You're just like, I have the control of this, right? So whenever I went, I think wasn't this weekend, it was the weekend before, I flew out to see my girlfriend, right? And we went to a Renaissance fair, And God, I drank a lot of beer, right? I drank a lot of beer, and it was a very exhausting night. Or a day, I should say. No, seriously, I was feeling great. I didn't drive. I was having a good time, right? And I was having a great time. So was she. She was having a great time too. But at the end of the night, we lay down, and I was like, I'm tired. And she's like, yeah. And I was like, yeah. Close my eyes. Fucking out. She was like, holy shit. God. She was like, oh my God. He went to sleep so fucking fast.
Like a light. Oh my God.
Dude, I was like, all right, night. She was like, damn, I wish I could go to sleep on a whim like that. And so, so then she was like, kind of staring at me for a little bit. Fast. And she's like, well, fuck, I'm not tired. So she grabbed her phone and started sending me a shit ton of TikToks. So in the morning when I woke up, I was like, why the fuck do I have so many notifications?
You have to send
I wish I could fall asleep that easily. Oh my gosh.
Dude, I have to send you guys TikToks every now and then. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Like I'll only send you all the ones that I think are worthy of you guys.
You do send me some good stuff, I'm not gonna lie.
God, the one with the dogs getting yeeted out the fucking plane and parachuting down. Like, I was like, oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
I saw this cute the dog showed up on my For You page of this owner has his dog underneath him and then he parachutes down. It's the cutest thing ever. It's raining dogs. Hallelujah. Mm-hmm. I thought it was super cute.
It's raining dogs. Parody of that song.
Oh my God. I wish I could fall asleep that early though, or like easily. I can't do that. I don't know why. And like for so long, I would get told by my parents that it's because I have like computers and stuff, or like I'm on my phone right before going to bed. But even with my phone completely off and stuff for like an hour beforehand, I still struggle. I get into bed and I'm just like, I don't know what to do with my life. And I just don't know why. I've just never been able to.
You know what'll make me go to sleep?
We're allowed to die each and every night.
Oh my God. You know what helps me? You know what helps me go to sleep pretty fucking fast is a book. As weird as that sounds, like if I have a book, I don't know what it is about me, but if I'm sitting there reading, it slows everything down in my mind, and then I get bored, and then I just rack out. It slows everything down.
I love that's your affiliation.
It's because you get bored.
They make me bored, and I fall asleep.
They make me bored, and then I sleep.
I do. Yeah,
I mean, at least it's reading, right?
Yeah, or get a page down, or you read like a paragraph, and you read it again and again and again and again and again and again, because your mind's wandering.
That's crazy.
And then,
I've
never done
that.
Really? Have you done that?
I feel like it's very similar.
Like, on purpose.
I don't think I've done that, but like it's very similar to listening to a song on repeat, I guess.
Yeah, it's not on purpose. It's just as soon as you read something,
you're like your
mind takes it.
Broken, and you're like, oh
yeah,
wait,
your mind takes it and it runs off with it, right? And then you're like, oh, I'm imagining this whole fucking world that's going on right now. And then, but you're sitting there reading the same sentence. And then you're like,
you're just playing catch up a paragraph.
Yeah. Then you're like, God damn it, it's been 30 minutes.
Analyzing that one part.
It's like, I've been staring at this fucking page for 30 minutes. Like, I need to move on.
I think, I don't mean to be this guy, but I think you're just describing ADHD at this
You know what? I might be. I might have it. Fuck, I don't know. I'm doing all these things.
Internet browser, 12 tabs open. I don't know where the music's coming from. Things are lagging.
I love that video so much, the audio. And I don't know where the music is coming from.
Man.
So I heard the best explanation for anxiety. He said, and I thought it was pretty dead on. It's like you're playing a video game and you hear boss music, but you don't see any bad guys. And you're just wandering around and you hear boss music going on, and you're just like,
I don't know if you've ever played like Choo Choo Charles, but that is a very apt definition of that game, where like you just have the weirdest music in the background, like music that is building up, but like he just never shows up for like 20 minutes, you know? And you're just thinking the entire time, I'm just gonna get
Is that the game where you have to do like the math? And it's like really creepy.
No, it's like a spider train. Like it's a spider train that chases you around and tries to kill you.
It's a scary Thomas the Tank Engine game.
Yeah. That one.
Oh. No, I have not. I have not played
serious
that.
matter here.
This is a serious matter.
This is
I've
serious.
never played it. I watched a lot of videos of it, but
God, no, I can't say that I've even heard of that.
Good representation of anxiety. Yeah. Boss
Yes,
music. Don't even know what it's from. But songs going on.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Have you guys played the Hitman game, Hitman 3? Have you all played that yet?
I've not.
So they have it for VR. So they have it in VR, right? And I was like, oh, dude, I'm gonna check this shit out. Like, I'm gonna fucking own this game, right? The controls are so fucking wonky. Like, whenever you run, you have to use the analog stick to turn.
Oh, you were telling us about this.
Yes, and my chest is like up here, and I'm like, it looks like I'm running like like a prancing horse. Like my feet keep coming up. My chest is like 2 feet in front of me, and I was like, whoa, no, I'm not suspicious at all. And and then there was one part I was like, oh, I'm gonna knock this guy out, and I'm gonna break the toilet, and then the bathroom attendant's gonna come in. I'm gonna knock him out, and I'm gonna take his clothes, right? I'm gonna change into him, and then I break the toilet. He goes in. I come in after him, and then I start fucking hitting him, and he just starts screaming. He just starts screaming. I was like, why isn't he getting knocked out? And then he just lays on the ground. He's just flopping around, and I just keep wailing on him, and he just keeps screaming. I was like, why is he not unconscious? And I start hammer fisting, and I'm doing everything. I'm like, dude, just go to sleep. Just go to fucking sleep. And then I was like, oh, I have to push this button and hit him. I know. And I go, whack, and then he goes, and I was like, oh, okay, oh, thank God. And so I pick up his clothes, and I put him in the little closet, and then I walk out, and the other attendant
come back later.
Yeah, and the other attendant's just standing there outside the door, and he's like, just staring off, and I was like, that's good. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't mind me. Don't mind the screaming in the bathroom. It's fine. And
good man.
and then I kind of did the same thing with a guard on there, except I had a screwdriver, and I started like just stabbing him, and he starts screaming, and he pulls his gun, and starts waving it around.
Oh, please do
because he's doing a ragdoll.
That sounds violent.
And he's like flailing around like a ragdoll, but he's got a gun in his hand. And I'm like, oh shit. I was like, why aren't you dying? I was like, the same premise. I had to pull the trigger and then hit him. And then I was like, oh shit. And so when I did that, he finally died. I was like, oh, that was almost really bad. And I took his gun and all that. And then I climbed up.
That's so funny.
Yeah, go ahead.
That like they consider you hitting him enough that they make the character fall down, like scream and stuff, but they don't actually attack him.
Yeah,
make his health down. That's so funny
dumb.
That they have
it's so dumb
differentiation.
God, they're like, you have to pull the trigger and hit them in order to knock them out or to kill them. And I'm like, oh, what the hell? Why can't I just hit them? Right? And so
game developers be like,
dude, it was so the rendering on it is horrific. It's really bad as far as with my computer, and I got a decent computer, right? So I go up on top of the there's a helipad, and I went up there, and I was like, oh, what's up here? I'm gonna guard it. I can do whatever the fuck I want, right? So I go up there and had my gun holstered, and I see these guys with rifles, and I was like, oh, I can't be up here. It's a trespassing. And I was like, well, let me get my gun out, and I'm like trying to figure out the inventory, and I pushed, I think, a Y button, and then he goes donk, and just drops the gun on the ground. I was like, oh shit. And then they go, what the hell was that? And I was like, so I'm like reaching down, and I'm like, I was like trying to pick up the gun, and they're like, hey, you shouldn't be up here to pick up the gun. They're like, hey, like fucking took him out. And I was like, oh, okay. And the pilot looks at me, and he goes, I saw you do something you shouldn't have. And I'm like, I could take him down. And I was like, well, at least I could fucking shoot.
We should try this in real life. let's compare this game. Let's see if the tactics in this game can actually give us something in real life. Let's go out, try to heist a bank or something. I'm sure we can do it. Okay. And let's.
I'd rather not.
Just don't bring,
let's not do this.
The next thing in the scene,
and that won't even be a problem.
in this podcast, like you just like a wanted thing of like our faces, a wanted poster.
It's zooming in. FBI's most wanted, Polaris and Brambles.
Bramble.
Gosh dang it!
No, honestly, the most wanted thing are colliders and clickables in VRchat.
As far as our roles would be, he'd be the getaway driver, and I would be the person going in.
Oh yeah,
because I am really bad at driving, and he is stupid. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I don't mean that.
What? Damn.
I'm really bad at driving, and he's stupid. That didn't even make sense.
No, I said I'm bad at driving. You're the driver of us two, and like you know, you feel me? You'd be the getaway driver.
You have a job. Don't worry. You have
if we were to heist a bank, but FBI
that way
FBI we wouldn't. You know, to the FBI agent listening to me, I would never rob a bank, especially the one on 22 Main Street, on the corner of Main Street and you know, I just would never do that.
Write that down. Write that down.
You know, at like 9 p.m. on Thursday, November 11th.
Contact info.
But anyway, I would never do that. I don't have a plan at all.
So one thing that I did want to talk about while we were here. So one of the biggest things that I guess helped with your all's content and your all's, I guess, popularity is the fact that you guys met in VRchat and eventually met in real life, right? So if you don't mind,
not long after even.
If you don't mind, how did that happen? How did y'all meet?
Yeah. Okay, so the way we met, I like this story because it's, I don't know. So basically what happened is we were at a big improv meet thing with Azul and people he knew. So we were there. Yeah, a lot of other people. And we were there, and improv, like I've always enjoyed just doing stupid, goofy acting stuff. I'm like, why not? Okay. I was fairly comfortable with people there and everything and all that stuff. So anyways, he's asking for people to come up, and I think I might have gone up first or second.
I don't both particularly remember. I think it might have been first, because if I remember correctly, we were on. I'm sorry to keep cutting you off. We were on the same one for the first one, and because I had been in that area doing acting stuff with him and all that, I think he called me up first to start it off and stuff. So
basically, we like volunteered to go up like first, and then I went second or vice versa, something like that. And after that, we didn't even volunteer. Azul just picked us every single time after that to get up there, because I'm not gonna lie, we did pretty good, and especially with each other, we just kind of like we caught each other's vibes very quickly, and we were able to match it and had a really, really good time. Someone has a recording of it, and they just haven't sent it. But anyways, that's how we met.
I didn't even know that. Wait, they have.
Yeah, someone recorded it, but they never sent it. Anyways, so that's how we met. It was through an improv thing. Later on that night, we all hung out with Azul and their friends and stuff, and the two of us were there, and we actually talked for the first time with each other. And that was, I mean, the rest was history. Then we were just like the best of friends for the next couple months.
I want to know the history. I want to know the whole history, man.
Yeah,
I want to know everything.
I want to know everything. Talk about the part where I went from friends to...
I want to talk about how it went from like talking on VR to talking on Discord, because I'm 99% sure I remember this correctly. But our first Discord DM was a picture, an IRL picture of me and a tail sitting on my bed. I'm pretty sure that's our first ever DM. Because he was straight. Another friend of ours, like a mutual, is also straight, or was also straight, and the entire concept of it was like, I'll turn both of you not straight. So I sent a picture of me and a tail to both of them. And anyway, that's our first ever DM. I succeeded. So
yes,
anyway.
You did. So
after that,
friends. Fast forward, we were just best friends. Really, really good friends.
We hung out like every single night for hours, and then like eventually, I think 2 weeks before we started dating, Or was it 2 weeks? Or was it like a week and a half? I don't know.
It was a week and a half, but it was a very long week and a half. We were just
very true. It felt like 2 weeks.
Ah.
He did the quote unquote experimenting on his behalf. I already knew I was kidding.
We already knew. I was just
was helping him explore, I guess. And then eventually, the more we talked about it with other people, of how like he was scared of going from being straight to being not straight and stuff. Of how like, you know, am I sure that this is what I want and all that jazz? But we asked a couple of our friends. Funnily enough, very similar story with a lot of our mutuals, where they were like, "Oh yeah, my boyfriend was also straight until he met me. Oh yeah, no, I was also straight before I met my boyfriend." And it's like just a very similar story with a lot of our friends, which I think just helped him a little bit. So then one night after we were hanging out with one of our friends, he just instantly asked and was just like, "You want to make it official?" So that's how that happened.
Wow.
I don't know if you want to continue
then,
the story of how we met a person.
And a week later or 2 weeks later, or something like that. Let's see. Yeah, no, it was like a week later.
I think it was 2 weeks.
We were already planning to meet up beforehand, but then now we're going to meet up as, you know, dating and everything. So, yeah, then we met up. He lives 6 hours away driving. So, I mean, realistically,
I flew the first time, though.
That's not too bad.
The first time I picked him up from the airport, and then I dropped him off.
It's like a $300 round trip flight. It's not that bad. So,
yeah. So we did that, and we have probably gone out of our way to hang out with each other for anywhere between a week to a
6 or 7 times.
Yeah, a decent amount.
Wow.
And we're actually going on vacation together
in 2 days.
Like 2 days.
Wow.
So
Nice.
I'm driving down in English. Sorry, on Friday. Friday morning, I'm driving down. I just quit my job, tomorrow is my last day. So. I don't have any responsibilities anymore. Yeah. And as soon as small little just random announcement between friends and I guess a camera. I am gonna go full-time streamer content creator when I get back for like a month until I eventually move in with him, because I was like, this job pains me and I hate, you know, I don't like the people, they make me uncomfortable. So I was like, I already have TikTok going well for me, you know? So why not just go ham on it for a small period of time, see how well it does, see if I can live off of it and all that jazz. So anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing.
That's awesome.
Now, the funniest thing to all of this is that if you go to the beginning of my TikTok page and you see the videos I posted, you can start seeing, like, we made a skit at the beginning because the two of us, me the straight guy, him the gay guy, always thought it was so funny to make these videos. Like, oh, what would it be if like someone turned you gay, haha, you know? So like all my videos back then were about like femboys and like how they would affect me and stuff like that and whatnot. And then like as we are making one of these videos is when it goes official, and like we filmed it while I was straight and I was editing it while I was I'm not.
That's
you know?
so true.
So it ended up and it was supposed to be a funny series off of that, and everyone was asking for a part 2 the way it ended, and I was like, well, I can't do what I was going to do before, so I actually had to make a part 2 to that to explain, hey guys, things change, this is my boyfriend now.
And another one, we recorded the Brothers from Alabama. It's like one of my first videos that actually like kind of went with the TikTok algorithm. We recorded that one before we started dating. So like the 25th, I think we recorded it, and I posted it the 29th. So we recorded it 2 days before we got together, and I posted it. I don't actually remember when I posted it, but I posted it after we had gotten together. And I think that's so funny that like in the video, it's like Brothers from Alabama, and we lean into kiss and stuff. And like now with the context of when I posted that, we're just dating. Like very different.
Nice.
That was fun.
So where are y'all going on vacation to?
Maine.
Wow.
Yeah, we got a little house out there. Well, actually, it's a decent sized house, but we're going with my family and some other friends. But
I've never been.
Dude, have you ever looked at that state?
We went last year. We knew it was fun.
Like, so Maine is a very cool state, but it's kind of strange at the same time. If you look at it on a map, like 3/4 of the damn state is a forest. Like you look and there's no
seriously.
roads.
Yeah.
There's no roads except for on the fucking
remote, like
coast. It's like all around. Like
the house we're staying at is literally 10 acres on
It's
the
very
ocean.
far.
Like, how many houses do you
From,
know
like,
that are on the
anything.
ocean that have that much
Oh,
sun?
yeah.
Like, it's just away from everything, and it's a really, really fun place to go. So,
and they get the cold from the freaking ocean
You know,
too. They got that the lake effect or whatever it's called, but the ocean effect, I guess is what you would call it. But oh, dude, dude, it gets cold, dude. It's cold out there. Which, yeah,
Oh yeah.
oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I understand.
Oh,
New
yeah.
Brunswick.
Down east.
Oh my gosh,
Isn't it like okay? Wait, isn't Maine technically above where like 60% of the Canadian population lives? Like latitude or whatever
Geographically,
the
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's as
It's
funny
gonna
as it
be cold
is.
up there. There's no doubt about
80%
it.
of what was it? So actually, I think it was 90%. 90% of the Canadian population lives along the U.S.-Canadian border. I was like, good God.
yeah.
Like, it's just
And
right
it's mostly
along
just
the border.
because of like Vancouver, Toronto, Montreal, and Quebec City or Montreal. Sorry, I pronounced that wrong. But like, it's just the major cities are all along the lakes that go between the U.S.-Canadian border. Like Yukon, none of it are empty. You know, like the northern provinces are just completely empty.
Oh,
So,
yeah, there's not very much going
it
on
makes
up
sense.
there. But if you look at it, you're like, oh my God, I wonder if people have even been to these places. You look at it and you're like, damn, that's remote. I've got a lot of
Yukon's
friends.
very pretty though.
Oh yeah, oh my God. I've got a lot of friends who go up to Canada and they fish for sturgeon way the hell up there. And I was like,
what
dude,
the hell?
God,
That's crazy.
that's
the kind of stuff you do if you want to die.
dude, this is like, well, sturgeon are they're bottom feeders. They're not anything. I mean, but they're fucking huge, right? But they're
It's
like
cold as fuck up there.
yeah, it is. It
They
is.
feed on bottoms.
They feed on bottoms.
Yeah, you better stay away from that.
Yeah,
I
don't go to
better run,
Canada.
holy shit.
Get all the
I can't go to
bottom
Canada.
feeding fish. Yeah, dude, they're like dinosaurs out there. Like it looks like
Get
they're
out
just
of that.
completely untouched, by humanity in a lot of places. You're just like, oh my God,
That's cool.
so big. Yeah. Let's see. So do y'all have any plans besides moving in? You said that you're going to be full-time content creator. Are you going to end up doing that as well, or what's your plan?
Nah.
He has a job.
I like my job. Well, I mean, it stresses me out, but I still like it.
That's true. It
So-
does take a lot of his time.
Okay, so are you
I
going to
work from
be
home, but-
mainly on Twitch, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, probably. I like streaming. I used to be like a part-time streamer. Back in like 2019 when I was like 15 years old, I used to stream. I made like a couple $1,000 in like a 4-month period or something. So I made some money off of just streaming 2 hours, 3 days a week. So I was like, you know what? What if I already have this platform? What if I just try moving it somewhere else and then do exactly what I did before with content very similar? Like, you know, I'm still the same person I've always been. So I'm like, why can't I just try it again? See if I can repeat the magic, you know? So that'd be fun. That'd be cool if I could just do that.
So another thing was that I was really surprised whenever you said that you were very versed on all of the different softwares for editing. Like whenever I brought up what I use, which is Wondershare Filmora 12, I thought that was more of the more on the obscure side because
I use that in my old school.
Oh wow, I did not know that. Yeah, because I thought it was like an obscure software, and because everyone's using what is it, Adobe, whatever it is, Premiere, is that what it is?
Anything, Premiere Pro.
Yeah.
Everyone's moving away from that now.
It's
actually.
expensive
There's
though.
drama with it.
Really?
Yeah, they charge $50 a month.
Yeah, I hate monthly fees for that type of stuff.
Yeah,
See,
I don't
I
really
like-
like Adobe much anymore.
I like how Filmora does it, right? So you pay, it may be like $80, but it's $80 for life. to get it, right? Like you never have to buy it again.
Exactly.
Same with what
But
we got. Yeah.
if you want extra stuff, like AI generated stuff, all of the extra, because it does come with a plethora of like texts and effects and all that. If you want to
sound libraries and all that.
Yeah, if you want to add to it, like even more effects and even more software to add to it, it's like $20 a month, I think is what it is. And I'm just like, you know what? I mean, that's
not
fair.
that bad.
And like, I think that's fair, right? Where you don't have to pay for the actual software itself. Software's yours now after you pay for it. But if you want to get extra shit, then it's an extra $20 a month. And that's what I've been doing.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, I couldn't be happier with it. Yeah.
I hate to make the analogy. That's like VRChat Plus, where it's like, you have the base game VRChat, but if you want the extras, you can pay $15 a month.
Yeah, I guess that does make sense. I always do the $100 a year or whatever. Just say fuck it, just do it all in one whack.
Okay, fair enough.
So
save yourself $20.
So do y'all do?
I think it's more than that.
Do y'all have any like hobbies that y'all do outside of VRChat?
Oh, we got one we share. Disc golf.
No, wait, you say Discord?
Disc golf. It's like a frisbee.
Disc golf. I thought you said Discord. I was like, oh, come on. You gotta have something else.
Yeah, I specialize in
Discord. We've been holding out on you, folks.
Yeah, he's actually my Discord kitten. I'm kidding.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Dude, I hated saying that. Oh, my gosh.
Kitten. My kitten.
Yeah, we're really into disc golf. I got into it because like a really old friend of mine that I just remembered one day was into the game, and I was like, you know what? I haven't thought about this for a while. I'm just gonna go try it because I wanted to try it for so long. So I tried it with my parents. Thought it was a blast. Tried it a few more times, and then I got him involved.
Like 2 weeks after you started, I came up.
Yeah, he came and visited, and then we went out to play. Had a blast. It was awesome, and then ever since we've now gotten his family into it. So they the people that he lives with now have like 8 discs each. So we all have like 8 discs.
Shit.
Yeah, we all have 8 discs in a small little bag. And yeah, we're planning on going a few times over our trip. So it's fun.
Wow.
If you have the opportunity, go try it. It's like, $20 max for your first disc, and you just give it a whirl, give it a throw on one of the courses. There's like thousands in America now.
Driver.
So you'll probably
buy
find
a driver
one.
or fairway.
Yeah, buy a fairway or distance driver.
Okay.
But it's very fun.
I have okay, so this is kind of an obscure game, and I've only played it a handful of times in my life. Have y'all ever heard of croquet?
I have.
Have you ever? No. No.
That's how I read it.
I've played it,
dude. That is the biggest asshole game. That like you are such an asshole playing that game. So the goal is to get your ball through all the little loops, right? And whoever does that first wins, right? And you use a fucking mallet.
You'll know.
Use a mallet.
You'll know it
right?
when he explains it.
Use like a mallet to fucking hit it in, and
I bring sledgehammers from.
There's like a horse croquet too.
Yeah, oh fuck all that. I'd fall off that bitch and break my neck. Like I can't play that game. I ain't that horse kid from your class, right? Everybody's got a horse kid.
Yeah,
right. There's usually a horse girl. Usually a horse girl.
I ride horses.
It's like, what do you want to do? Equine. Equine what?
Actually.
Anything equine. My brother.
I love my horse.
Oh my god.
And she has like her head like up against the horse's like muzzle and stuff.
I love
for like the scenic pictures. I love you.
Oh my god. So with the game, if you haven't played it, Polaris, if your ball doesn't go into the loop, but it like hits someone else's ball, then you can actually put your foot on top of your ball and use the mallet and go whack and hit the ball like hit their ball like really fucking far away. You're just like, well, thanks, dick. Oh yeah, like part of that game is I just fucking hit the ball and then you have to hit it back to get it through the loop the right way. And that
it's like that one like ice game. I realized the hand motion I was doing. That one ice game where you like.
Oh yeah, the ice game.
The Olympics. Yeah, the ice. Yeah, no, the ice game where you like have to shuffle the. Yes, thank you for making me embarrass myself before playing in the cast.
I don't know what you do with ice, bro. I don't know what you do with ice.
We love ice. We love ice.
Oh my god,
a lot.
Yeah, it's curling's actually pretty interesting. Have you guys ever? Have you ever seen it, Polaris? Have you ever seen curling?
I don't like sweeping.
I guess.
Yeah,
I guess you're not wrong. I guess you're not wrong. Oh my god!
But yeah, I know what that game is. I have never tried that. I have no idea what that's supposed to like.
Be like. Have you ever been to a hockey game? I know you probably have.
Once when I was like 8.
Once, dude, they are so fucking brutal. I love them.
Oh, I know.
Like, oh, dude.
I'll never forget because there was blood like on the glass or the plastic.
Oh my god!
I was like,
what?
Like this is
Canadians.
So cool.
They just kill each other.
It was just like a bloody nose or something, but like someone got battered up against the glass and like it just smeared some of his blood on there. It was like, this is crazy. But
Geneva suggestions, right?
Yeah.
So
am I right, guys?
So with when it comes to hockey up north, it's it's just like football is in Texas, right? The further up north you go, hockey is to those states like Minnesota and Wisconsin, just like Texas is. No, it's fine. No. It's like Texas is to football. And any of the other southern states, it's kind of cool to watch because the entire all the
you want to be with that?
All the towns go out to yes. Did you just hit your head on the desk?
I live in Wisconsin.
I'm good. Don't worry about it.
Oh my god, he did.
I live in Wisconsin, so I kind of know.
That's why we laughed.
I know.
That's why we laughed when you were like Minnesota, Wisconsin. I was like, oh
no.
I don't think we have a hockey team for us though. I know Minnesota does. I don't think Wisconsin does.
Dude, my state has a hockey team. Who cares about Indiana?
I don't think that. I mean, I don't think we have an NHL team though.
I know you probably do because you have a lot up here in the state. I'm sorry, but I mean,
no, that's true. It's true. They have a lot of hockey up here. My grandmother, whenever I was a kid, up in New York, that's one thing that she loved doing was going to the hockey games to literally watch the dudes just beat the brakes off each other. And I'm just like,
wait, who?
My grandmother. My grandmother, yeah, before
I could just imagine your grandmother be like,
yeah, get around.
Oh yeah, that's how she was. She was like, go river rats, go river rats. And it's like, oh my god, Albany river rats. She's like, cow.
Oh my god,
they were so great. Oh, those are good memories. Like, oh my god, she's like, look, I got seats really close up to the ice so that we could watch them fight. Like, that's what she loved doing.
That's
and I was just like, I was like, I love my grandmother.
That's the main priority.
That's why I love my grandmother. Oh my god,
she's got a priority set.
Dude, my other grandmother, like on my dad's side, dude, she has a motorcycle. She's 70. I think she's like 76 or 77. Period. Like, she bought a Spider.
Straight up.
She has a Spider motorcycle or whatever, right? Like the two in the front and the one in the back, the wheels. And her and my step grandfather, they get on, and he has a Harley, so they just go ride together. And I was just like, I love my grandparents so much. They're so great.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
Oh yeah. God, and I have an ex that I think her great grandfather was 90 something, and he had a Harley, and he fought in World War II.
Oh my gosh!
And he was still driving around.
People riding like, those Harleys.
This motherfucker, and he was like, "Yeah, I fought in the 3rd Infantry Division in in Okinawa. I was like, holy shit. And he was like,
gosh.
and he goes, yeah. And I was also in the Merchant Marines. I was like, well, that's a fucking branch you never hear about. And those guys, they did all the transports for all the transporting goods for the troops. Like they're the ones who are all the cargo ships.
Cool.
But yeah, he was like, first I was in the Merchant Marines, and then eventually I joined the Army, and I joined the 3rd Infantry Division, and we fought in Okinawa, and I was like, oh my god, he's not kidding. I was like, this dude's a badass. He's fucking 95, you know.
Okinawa.
And oh really? Oh, that's not. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you like it over there?
Lived in the area. I like it. Japan is cool. Very pretty place.
So I have a friend who, speaking of Japan, who he's in the Army, right? And he's an infantry officer for the U.S. Army.
Okay.
And he goes, hey, dude, I'm getting deployed to Japan. I was like, really? He goes, dude, I'm going to be out there for 2 months. I'm so excited. I was like, dude, that sounds awesome. Like, that sounds like an awesome deployment. He goes, dude, I'm so excited. 3 months later, you know, he comes back. He goes out for 2 months, and then he took a month off from work because we were working together too. He comes back and he's angry. And I was like, what happened? And he goes, I spent 2 months in a fucking mud hole. I was like, what? He goes, it was monsoon season and they had us dig foxholes, and I was in a fucking foxhole for 2 months. I was like,
what? That's terrible.
That's so sad.
He's like, I didn't get to do shit. Oh man, he was not a happy camper, and he's like, I learned a lot, but I fucking hated it all.
Dang, no kidding.
I would hate that.
I know.
That's why I could never do the Army. I don't know. It's not. I respect, massive respect to the people who can. I just could not. I'm too much of a like meek-bodied person to do that.
Oh whatever. You can be a fanboy and be in the Army. They're all over the fucking furry fandom. What are you talking about?
Really?
Oh, dude.
Biscuit
Fister. I actually, I wonder. So I did see that he was Army, right? So there is a MOS, which is military occupational status, which is a fancy term for a job, right, in the Army, and it's called a 13 Foxtrot, which is they call them a faux fister. So what they do, yeah, okay. So what they do is they're forward operators.
Yeah, please explain.
They're forward operators, okay. So what they basically do is they'll go ahead and they'll set up a listening post, observation post, and they'll call in artillery on things. That's their job. All right. It's a forward operator fister, but fister, I can't remember what the acronym for that is, but it's like forward something fister. Artillery, but yeah. So that's why I'm like, I wonder if that's what his job is, right? Like a 13 Foxtrot if he's a faux fister, but yeah, because I couldn't imagine why he would be called Biscuit Fister. Like that's such a weird.
Yeah, I think he just made that name just to make it.
He may have, but why?
When I was like 8 years old,
that would be
my username
funny.
was Piano Titties. I kid you not. Like I made some
Piano Titties.
So,
you want to know what my very first username was? It was Squirrel in an Egg. I don't know why. That's what it was. Squirrel in an egg. That was, oh god, that was back.
Mine. Okay, I know you're looking at me, but mine name doxes me.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You don't have to say it if you don't want to.
yeah.
I can't
You don't have to. You don't have to.
Yeah, yo, you're good.
My first username is literally just my first initial, last name, and then my graduation year. It's like,
wow, that's
simplest
so original.
thing.
Did you play sports?
I know, right?
It sounds like you played sport video games.
I played soccer. No, I'm kidding.
Oh god, I like tennis.
No, I started in Minecraft. Never stopped. I played the game when I was 6, and yeah, I still play it to this day.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that, dude. You can do so much cool shit in Minecraft now. Holy shit! The last time I played Minecraft, they added I think they had added fireworks. That was the last time I played. Yeah.
Wow,
that's a long time.
I know. That was a long time ago. Oh god, yeah, I haven't played it since then.
It's like,
And
what,
they
7,
added
8 years
ocelots. Yeah.
More than that.
Yeah, it's about yeah, I was in college whenever that happened. So yeah.
The 1.8.
You're still in college. Whatever.
I know, I know. I'm in grad school.
2016.
Yeah. They added ocelots too at about the same time.
The secret to grad school is that it actually it never ends.
It doesn't. Oh god, it fucking doesn't. Oh Jesus Christ.
You never stop learning.
I'm doing so great. I just wanna cry.
Love that.
So, do y'all have any, I guess, goals for your content creation for TikTok or really any of the platforms?
I don't know.
Like, do y'all have an actual set goal,
or
are y'all just winging it?
Have you ever heard that audio like "never back down, never what"?
Oh my god, you know I have. It's all over.
There is no goal. I just want to keep going. I don't want to ever stop. So that's that.
Yeah, I don't blame you. That's kind of how I am. I just want to keep making shit.
Like, I went into this with a goal, but like I'm trying to think of what it was. I can't remember the exact wording of it.
The most cliche thing ever. We're like, we just want to surpass Lucifer, but we're like,
no,
what, a fifth or a tenth of the way there.
I don't think we said surpass.
I
was like, I want to be on the level where I'm happy with the content that I'm making. Like, I don't care if like yes, obviously, if I'm happy with the content that I'm making and it's good, then it's gonna go far enough. So I guess like in that aspect, I haven't cared about the numbers, but I want to make content that like I would laugh at or think is cool. Like if I was scrolling TikTok and saw that on my For You page, I'd be like, haha, that's funny, double tap, you know? And there's some videos of mine that I don't, and they're always the ones that don't hit. So
oh my god, I know the feeling.
Yeah.
I know the fucking feeling.
I definitely think it's on like a more like serious level though. Like I kind of wanted to get to the point, what was I thinking? That people, like, if they recognize me, if I get on VRChat or something, it's not, like, because of the last joke I made or this or that, but, like, they look at me, they think of, like, not even necessarily, like, a talent aspect to it, but just, like, the skill and the work that's put into those videos. Like, something that separates me or in the stuff that I make from everyone else. That's why I mean, he could tell you, I spend way too much time editing these videos. Way too much.
This is true.
Like today, I edited a video in 30 minutes. I have never edited a video that fast in my whole life. Like, that is the shortest amount of time I've ever spent editing something. So, like, I don't know. I just want to, I like making the more cinematic stuff, and I do want to be, like, more known for that. I don't care what the numbers are and stuff, just that when you think of Polaris, like, you think of that, I guess. But that's a long way away.
Oh, dude, no, I don't blame you for that. It's, so I guess that's one thing about our I don't even want to say group, because it's kind of like a spider web of people right now, right?
Yeah.
So
it's just a generation.
It's like our generation, right? So with me, you guys, the Nice Wolf, Shadow, yes, Bamboo. Some of us are fucking shooting past the others, but in the end, we all kind of started about the same time. But the thing that kind of helps us stand out is it's all original. If anybody sees any of our stuff, we aren't copying anybody else's stuff. We aren't really, we aren't copying that. Like, we aren't copying the sounds, right, and just mouthing the words. Like, if you look at the people who do that, they have like 300 fucking videos, right? Just to get to where they are. You're like, oh man, they've got so many.
I think
they've got so many videos, or they got so many followers. But then when you start scrolling down, you'll never reach the bottom. You're like, holy shit! Like, they've been doing this for a long time, but they're doing the same thing.
And even then, like, they'll be at roughly the same follower count as us, where we are now. Like, I've noticed a lot of people who have been doing this for like a year and a half do that same thing, where they follow sounds and stuff. And by all means, you know, if it's the way you want to do content, then it's the way you want to do content. But like, we have definitely gotten to that point, like similar follower counts, similar like numbers, and like 1/3 the time, and it's just because
I mean, we've been doing this for not even 5 months.
Yeah.
But
Yep. And I started in February, but I have 32 videos. Or 33, something like that.
Yeah, I have 24 and you have like 40 something.
Yeah.
We hardly have anything.
Yeah, something about that.
Yeah, it's and in my opinion, and I'm sure it's in your all's opinions as well. It's really about the quality of what you produce for people. Yeah. And it may not be at the very beginning. You may not get that I guess you would call it a high, right? Because you get like fucking 300 people that see your video and like, oh, put a lot of time into that, right? but what I look for, right, is when somebody finally follows me and they go through my stuff, they're like, holy shit, this is a gold mine. That's what I want, right? I want them to go, holy shit, oh, this is funny as fuck. I want to see what else there is, right? Like, that's my goal, right? I want to have a treasure trove of stuff that's unique. It's not copied from anybody, and it's funny. Like I enjoy making people laugh. It's fun, and I was even hesitant on putting my show Beans on there because I have to cut it into 3 episodes. So I was like, I don't want to put 3 fucking episodes on there. Like it's just kind of. I don't know. It feels like I'm saturating. It's like I feel like I'm saturating myself whenever I do that. If that makes any sense, like because I'm putting so many episodes out, and it's like I just don't do that. But yeah, that's
I feel that.
That's how I feel.
The video I just sent you, the one that's like 1 minute and 10 seconds long. To me, I'm like, who's gonna watch this whole thing? Like. I already know I'm going to post that video and I'm going to be the luckiest guy in the world if that even gets close to 10,000 views. Because, like, there's no way that's going to go anything crazy because in my mind, it's like, it is 1 minute something long and the main part of the video doesn't even happen until 20 seconds in. Like, you're, like, you got to either know who I am to understand something's coming or you just got to be a patient person. The average guys or girls or whatever going through TikTok, it's just going to be like, what is this? Nothing's happening, and then keep scrolling. So, but yeah, it's like at the same time, it's like if you watch the whole video, it'll actually be cool, I promise. And but
yeah,
I do want to make longer stuff. That's why I wanted to do something for Furality, but that's scary because it's Furality and like huge.
I finished my Furality one, or at least like I've fleshed out the idea for it. I wrote a parody song. It's like a 40-second little thing. I don't really want to give any hints yet, but I think it's funny.
This isn't gonna be out until like December, or January.
Oh shit. Okay, then we're good. Fucking like, I'm gonna make a little thing on how blue-white huskies are the most average fursona things ever. Like everyone makes a blue-white husky, and like the stereotypes with them. It's supposed to be like a 40-second little quick parody thing. And I think it's funny. I had to think of a lot of lyrics for it. So
song, and I loved it. I loved it so much. I'm doing something far like less funny. Actually, there's not anything funny about it at all. It's just we are going to sort of, because we both so I play piano and I sing and he sings a little bit better, or maybe a lot better than I do. But we're both going to. I'm going to fill in the instruments, he's going to do the actual singing, and myself, we're both going to be doing the song and stuff, and we're going to record that. So I don't think I've ever seen anyone do that for Furality. Like, it's not an original song, but we're going to put our own twist to it to make it more meaningful to our community, I guess, if that makes sense, in a 2-minute time span, which is really scary to fit it all in 2 minutes. But yeah, that's what we're planning. That's what at least I'm planning to do. That is a huge project that I don't know if I'm going to be able to do when I get back from Maine, because it's due between like November 11th and the 20th. Like, that's how much time you have to do it. And I'm like, oh my God, there's no way. But we'll find out. We'll see what happens, and we'll go from there.
We'll see.
So if this podcast is going up in December, the people will laugh at me like, "Hi, you never posted anything." We'd be like, "Oh, that makes sense." Either
They'll be laughing in their seats like
they didn't do anything. It's funny you mentioned the Furality thing. So the Nice Wolf asked me Bones Collie is one. And
we love Bones.
Oh, dude, Bones Collie is fucking funny.
Bones is goofy.
Dude, yeah, I still have yet to meet him. Like, I still haven't even met him.
Really?
I haven't met Bardic. I haven't met Bones. I haven't met any of the like, I guess super popular, whatever, poppy furs or whatever. But it's yeah, we're all gonna be doing, and Delirious Jax. That's another guy that's gonna be in the Nice Wolves.
Doing a lot lately.
That's all gonna be in the Nice Wolves Furality video or whatever it's called.
Yeah, that'll be sick.
Yeah, he told me the skit, and it's the showcase, and I was like, oh yeah, I think that'll be pretty good. And my girlfriend's like, I just got done with a meeting with the Furality crew. It's like, oh yeah, she's up there
casually.
Yeah, and I'm just like,
wow, favoritism.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Even then, I'm just like, oh, okay. She's like, well, do you want to meet these people? I was like, no. Like, nah, I'll meet them. I'll meet them organically. I'll meet them organically. I'll meet them organically. I don't want any of that favoritism stuff. I want to earn my shit, right?
Yeah,
and I even told her that.
The nerve-wracking thing is that they have to accept your video. So I'm like, ooh, we gotta make sure we put our all into these.
Yeah, you know how I met the Nice Wolf? Did I ever tell you that? So it was the last Furality. They had the TikTok meetup, and I'm not shit you not. So I'm hanging out with my friend Yuki Banana, and I know. Yuki, you're a great person, but you're a thirst trap. Like straight up all the fucking time, and I know you know it. But anyway, so anyway, no. I mean that's what she, and I even told her that. I was like, girl, you a fucking thirst trap. She goes, I just give the people what they want, and I was like, yeah, you're right.
Oh my god,
it gets the views.
It does, and it's kind of funny because whenever we were hanging out, she and I are standing next to each other and we're talking to some random person, and then I have my mirror up and I see the Nice Wolf go boop, and he stands next to me, and he's tall, like he's fucking like this tall on me, and I look at him and I go, you're a tall motherfucker, ain't you? Like I looked at him and I said, you're a tall motherfucker, ain't you? And he just looks at me and he's like, yeah, I guess so. And I was like, hey, I like your shit. And he just goes, oh yeah? And I was like, yeah, man. And then so he goes, here, let me see what you got. And he looked and he goes, oh, I'm already following you. And I was like, oh, you're already following me? Oh, let me follow you. And I was like, let me follow you. It was like, oh my God, like, you totally are. I was like, oh, well, if you like my stuff, let me go ahead and follow you. He was like, oh, because I wasn't following him yet. I was like, oh, that's funny. Swipe.
Oh my God.
Wow. But now we're pretty good friends. And then there was another guy. It's Coffee Fen. Have y'all ever met him?
Oh, okay.
Coffee Fen?
Not personally, but we follow each other.
So I'm sitting there talking to the Nice Wolf, and Coffee Fen comes up, and I had been talking to him in some of his videos, like on the little chat thing or whatever, like the comments. Yeah, and I was like, dude, I gotta rave with this guy. Like, I gotta go to raves with him.
So old right now.
Oh, shut up. And he and I, like, I was like, this is like, I feel like he and I are like the same person, but he's in Germany, right? And he comes up next to me. I look at him. I was like, oh, finally, you fucking show up. And he's like, oh, what's up? And I was like, Fred, I was like, now we got to go to raves. And he's like, yeah. And then some other German dude shows up, and I was like, is this a fucking German convention or is this TikTok convention? Like, what the fuck? I was like, holy shit, they're all fucking German. I was like, it's because it's daytime right now. That's why. Because they usually get on at night.
True. EU.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think we had a good conversation today. What about y'all?
I agree. 32 conversations.
I agree. We had a lot of
32 conversations.
I agree.
So I think we'll go ahead and end it there. I appreciate you guys coming out and shooting shit with me.
It's been like an hour and 12 minutes.
I know, right?
Holy cow, Batman.
And I'm glad that y'all put the time aside to hang out, man. Like y'all are awesome, man. I hope that we're able to. I hope we're able to hang out again later on. I mean, outside of.
Nope, this was the last time.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Nope, fuck you, Fox.
We actually are busy that day. We're actually busy.
Which day? All the days. All the days.
Yeah, any day you ask. I'm sick.
I'm just
oh my
sick.
god! All you need is the fucking Z snap
Ooh,
now.
next Saturday. Actually, the day.
Oh yeah, that's the day I'm doing the thing with that person, right? Like,
You know, like,
yeah.
I got places to go, people to meet. Let's wrap this. I'm kidding.
But thank you everybody for joining us in Virtual Minds. Y'all take care. Bye.
Bye.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do